Let's take a walk on the fire alarm side of things. This is what's going on at this nice big building. This is the main entrance right here. The fire alarm panel is going to go right there. The Starlink above it. So the trickiest part is getting around this place. So what we end up doing is I'm going to end up doing a trough above the fire alarm panel, which is going to penetrate me through to a trough right here. Here's my two sides of my loop right here. I got the smoke pull station SLC going out one side. This side, one horn strobe, notification loop, and then I have a constant 24 volts. Constant 24 volts is going to be used for CO detection and anything else that I might need it. Right here in the sprinkler room, so because it's in this room, I can do one pipe out of the trough I'm going to install to go hit the sprinkler tamper, flows. I'm going to do the beacon outside there. I'm going to do the bell outside there. And this is the path. I basically went up on top, up and over that thing. I got a nice big loop up there, all EMT up top. There we go. You can kind of see the pipes coming down. I got a junction box over there. That'll let me get the pull station and horn strobe inside this room below me. And then we went along this nice path here. Hang tight, it's gonna be a long video. Came up into an LB fitting. Tricky place to get around. Up into an LB, painted cover. Over to an LL, actually flip the LR. Down through, that gets me to the basement. That goes down. That got me to here, gives me a pull point. I left the loop here just in case they add something here. This is the old panel. Then I go down through the basement. Junction point. One pipe rule, 25 foot, one pipe, one device rule, over to what is gonna be, this is the boiler room. It's gonna be the new boiler room too. We have a CO pipe, where's that sucker? It's gonna be CO right up there. This is going to be a pull station. That's going to be a horn strobe. Same thing, one pipe rule down to that. Up and over. This comes into this pathway here. This pathway was existing. We just captured it. We're going to have smoke detector. We're going to have ceiling mount horn strobe. And we're going to have one more smoke detector down this end right here. So this is going to be the main electric room. Two smoke detectors or heats, whatever they decide they want. And then I shoot back out, piece of 3/4, that travels. You need to keep that distance. But fire alarm has rules, it has its own code book. You're supposed to maintain certain distances before the out and the back. Down through here, into an LB again. Back up, right there. Up, out, over, through, about. Takes me to this pull point. It's a 4 11/16. We left a loop here too, just in case, because it never hurts to leave loops unbroken places. That gets me up to the kitchen. We utilize an existing conduit that came up from the basement down to that 411 I was just at, to the boiler room. Just using it as a raceway. That's going to bring me up to the kitchen area. I go through all my kitchen, my bathrooms, everything. I got this pipe here. I'm going to put a bang on. That's going to get me upstairs. Go take a look, we're back upstairs. That stubs me up into here. Horn strobe in this room. Pipes through, comes over to a horn strobe here. Gets me up with this nice concentric bend up to the smoke detector. That one that went through the wall came into here. It's just a pull point to get me down to my pull station. Right here, comes back in. That's a pull point. That's gonna get me out, up and over the roof to get me to the smoke detectors up in this nice high ceiling. These are already done. Need to change the devices, but we're gonna be capturing them. Down to that stubs me into the back of this box, which is a tiny little bathroom, but it's going to have its own strobe. That shoots me back downstairs. Now that I'm back downstairs, that stubs me right through that 1/2-inch conduit here, where I make my way back through the kitchen. Get some hammer drilling going on here, where I'll hit my monitor modules for my captive air kitchen system, heat detectors, CO detection. They got a 3-inch gas main coming in here, so it'll be a gas solenoid valve for that. Here's my loop. This is how we got into here. We came out, went up on top of this, all the way around, back to the beginning. Tricky, but it happened.